Hi y'all, welcome back to my channel. So today is my December reset video. I do these monthly now, and I thought I would talk you through a little bit. I feel like I say this every month at this point. This year has just been incredibly difficult and weird, unrelenting. So this obviously is no different, but I wanted to touch on my November goals review and then my December goals going forward. So let's get started. My November goals were, I'm actually really proud of myself for how I approached my November goals. I did great. So my November goals were I wanted to earn more in November than I did in October, and I totally did. I had my best month ever in November as far as AdSense goes. I wanted to decorate for the holidays. I am going to give myself this. I didn't do it the way I normally do it, but it's about as done as it's going to get. I talked about this in the last video, so I don't necessarily want to repeat the entire thing, but this year for me is a year of really intense grief. I had like what I think will be the most shattering loss of my life. If you are new to my channel, yeah, like I still can't talk about it really. So at least not in like this format, but yeah, so I lost her the day after Christmas, and going into this holiday season is just really, I don't know how to put it. It's just really difficult. So I knew I was going to give myself grace for decorating, and I think I'm just going to leave it at where it's at. So I'm going to say yes, I did. I also wanted to continue the Artist Way program. I've definitely maintained the morning pages, and I kind of am happy with that just because I find that to have been it's such a helpful, I think it's been super, super helpful for me every day, just articulating where my headspace even is. And I think for somebody who, if you've seen some other videos of mine, you know, I've talked about like struggling being present, and just with everything going on with health and grief and all the other kinds of, you know what I mean? Just everything. Being present is actually like a really critical objective of mine right now. And so I'm happy with where I am with that. I also wanted to get the rest of my planners and systems dialed in for 2024. I have to still get 2 5-year planners, and I'll show you I'll link wherever my 2024 like planner rundown video. That will tell you why. So those launch on December 1st. So I'll get those then. Other than that, I have everything I think I need. I am going to probably pivot a tiny bit already on stuff just because of something we'll discuss here in a minute. The next one was to track my fasting window again. Windows again. I've definitely been doing that, which makes me really happy because I am fasting, but I am somebody who just really likes having data points. I like seeing the connections. I'm a very granular minutia, like I'm solutions oriented, like that kind of thing. So I'm trying to connect dots. I'm trying to solve problems. And that's been something that it's an easy win for me. Like just to have it, to know it, to track it. It takes 2 seconds. It's fine. But I'm back on it. We're doing great. I also wanted to post more to Poshmark. I've done that. I am up to, I think I had total 41 listings, and I've had maybe 9 sales or something like that. So I'm pretty comfortable with that. I'm pretty happy with that. I want to keep going for sure. I'm getting a little bit better at it. It's just new for me. And I basically am selling like the vast majority of my closet. So, you know, it's going to be a journey and a bit of a process, but we're getting there. I guess this is kind of my dud one. I wanted to begin my tarot practice. I really didn't do that. And I'll actually defend this a little bit to myself because the thing I'm very conscious of is I want to make sure I'm in the right headspace for that. And I really, really haven't been. So like, I don't want to rush that because I feel like there's so much I wouldn't notice or I wouldn't learn. And that's kind of the point of it. So yeah, I also wanted to do my own nails. These are 15 days old at this point. I did them 15 days ago. I'm so proud of myself. So I definitely am like, huge gold star for me on that. And then lastly, I wanted to remove as many external goals as possible. So I think I've successfully done that, but it's probably bit me in the ass already, which is something I think is worth discussing. And I wonder how many women are in the same boat as me. And that I am a type A woman, I'm a millennial, and I'm middle-aged, right? I'm 38. So removing external goals also removes, you know, communication, collaboration, opportunities for connection. So it's in a bid for control in one way. I've unintentionally distanced myself in a way I didn't want to. Does that make sense? Everything's kind of fine, like in terms of like my friendships and stuff, but like it's been kind of interesting to me how once I did that, I felt better, but it doesn't actually shake out that way. So this is just a journey. So that's where we are with November. So I guess all in all, in terms of execution of the goals, I think I did great. In terms of what I've learned from the goals, it's a lot. So let's talk about December. I have 3 goals for December because they are staggering individually. My first goal for December is I am going to find a new job. I've done my own thing. I've been self-employed now for quite a while, and it's not working for me anymore. Like I need to stop. So I need to not have it all on me. I think it's been a number of things with just where I'm at in my life, where I show up for different people, how I show up for myself in that way, the type of person I am when I am working, all that kind of stuff. And I think when you work for yourself and you run your own business and you have as much on your plate as I do, it's really easy to sacrifice the kind of the you stuff, right? Because it's just on you. And then it just sort of begets this issue, like this sort, I don't know how to say it. Like it's just a sort of, it's a really tricky dynamic, and it can kind of breed a lot of not so great emotions. And especially if you don't have a lot of communication around things personally, not professionally, personally. So that's been something that I think has really been illuminated lately. And I think in part of that's also like emotional health and stuff, but I'm going to find a new job. I'm going to go, it's like it's my number 1 goal for December is to find a new job. So I'm hopeful that, come my December reset, or my January reset rather, my 2024, I'm hopeful that I'll have great news on that front. And then my second one is I'm going to find a therapist. This is something that probably is extremely overdue. And without getting into, incredibly personal things, I think I've talked to y'all about perimenopause so many times, and I've touched on grief periodically. And I think the combination of the two have just totally kicked my ass in ways I didn't understand. I'm not conscious of, I don't really see, because it's just, if you've ever gone through like a really shattering grief or experienced rather really shattering grief, and if you've ever had that concurrent with hormonal changes, it's a lot, and it's in real time. So I think for me, I need some help. Like I need some new tools. I need some guidance. I need different approaches and coping mechanisms. I need to find more productive approaches. And because there's a lot of awareness that I don't have about certain things that have come to light lately. So I'm like, okay. So anyway, so I gotta I'm on that journey for myself. I'm excited for the potential of it. Like I think it's really necessary, and I'm excited I'm a very progress minded person. I'm very solutions oriented. I want to make headway. I want to make progress. That's my favorite thing in the world. I've said it so many times. So I'm looking forward to having like that. And I'm looking forward to like being able to say, look at the progress I've made, the growth I've made, whatever. That'll be awesome. I am not looking forward to the process of finding the right one. That's the thing I am like kind of low key dreading. It's not going to keep me from doing it, but I'm just mentally conscious of you're not going to slam it out of the park on the first go, probably. It's kind of like dating, and you know what I mean? Because it's just there's so much like, it's just so emotional. So anyway, that's going to be fun. And then I need to figure out how I'm going to enter 2024. So kind of what my approach was going to be has definitely had to pivot. And I haven't figured out what's the best approach to take as of right now. So that's sort of like an internal battle with myself, but I want to figure out a way to where I can successfully approach the year to where that doesn't bite me in the ass, because the kind of person I am, kind of an uneventful, well, it sounds short, but it's an extremely in-depth. Like every single one of these is like so much work. So, yeah. But that's my December for you. That's what I'm gonna walk into, and I will tell you the Poshmark thing, I'm gonna keep doing that, and I'm gonna keep doing some other stuff. So I'm gonna start linking that below on all my videos. So if you are like in the market for any of that stuff, feel free to poke around and see if there's anything that floats your boat. I don't know. I feel like the holidays this year. I don't know anybody who's like thrilled about the holidays this year, and I don't know anybody who's had a great 2023. So I'm not I can't quite tell if it's regional and it's just like us, or it's not though, because my friend Beth lives in England and she's like on the same, she's struggling with being festive. So I it's just a kind of weird. Normally I would be so like holly jolly and I'd be in a Christmas sweater and I'd be like all this stuff. And this year I'm like actively not. But it's part of getting older, right? It's part of life. This is what happens. Anyway, this is a very short video for y'all. I appreciate all your support. I appreciate your watching my channel. I appreciate all of that. I will be back on Monday with another video that will be hopefully a bit peppier. And yeah, thanks so much for watching, y'all. Have a great day. I'll see y'all very soon.